Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to some gaming hours. And, welcome to it all. I'm excited to be getting some gaming in tonight. I said it the other day when we were streaming. I just need to be getting some more reps in. I just haven't been playing enough recently. Too many things have been distracting me. Mostly Pokopia. So I need to get some more reps in. I have only really been playing TCG Live on stream. I've been going to events. I went to a cup yesterday. Happy to report. I did get top 8. I don't actually know what my placement was. I either got 5th through 8th. Because I ended up, I obviously left before it all wrapped up. Let me see if it actually got reported yet to my Pokemon Trainer Central. You know what? How are you doing? Well, fine. Let me see if it's actually been on my Play Pokemon page, and I can tell you for sure what place I got. But I did get top 8. Man, I'm still pretty okay. It has been reported. Let me see what it is, because my points. I now have 185 points for the season. I am well on my way to Ace Trainer. I think I'm going to be able to snag it. I got 7th place, which, for those of you who don't know what cups, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th all get the exact same amount of points. They all get 25 points. So a 7th place, a 6th place, a 5th place doesn't really matter. I got $35 store credit. And yeah, so really I need to get a... so I now have 4 cup placements reported. I have a 1st, a 2nd, a 3rd, and a 7th. So if I could snag a better cup placement, obviously would be great. Or my challenge placements right now are a 2nd, a 4th, a 7th, and an 8th. So I'm going to a challenge tomorrow night, so I'm hoping I can get a better placement tomorrow. If I could just like sneak in a little 3rd placement, that'd be real nice. Doing good here. Got another interview tomorrow for a line cook for a small breakfast lunch place in my town. Nice. Send all the good vibes. Hopefully it goes well for you. Yeah, so the cup yesterday. Man, I was having a good run. It was a 5-rounder. Had some pretty decent matchups. I was feeling good about the day overall, even though the day before stream I hadn't been feeling as confident in myself as general. I ended up going 3-2-1 into top 8, right? Is that the math? No, 3-1-1 into top 8, and then I lost top 8. Played into the mirror match. A little unfortunate for my opponent. They said it was their first cup that they were playing at. They were clearly very new to playing Dragapult. They were great. I really enjoyed playing with them. They were fantastic to chat with. But like they were clearly very new playing Dragapult. I think there were 2 different turns that they ended their turn without using Recon Directive. And then like immediately realized it. But like I was already midway into my turn before they called it out. So it felt kind of bad. 2nd round was into Goldango, and I just absolutely was able to get everything going. The rare candy was huge there. Then I went to round 3 into... There were 2 Ogre Pawn Smolivs there, and ended up losing to them. It was a very close game. If I remember correctly, I think I just whiffed Energy Attachment turn 1, which just... I was attacking a turn late, and by that point they were just too powered up. Oh, and I missed... had I gotten Stadium Bump in my last turn, which I was digging for Stadium Bump to get rid of their force because I bumped their Meganium, I would have survived the last turn. Because I believe, if I remember correctly, it was they only had 1 more Stadium available to them, and it was after an Iono. So there was low chance they had it, but man, who knows. 4th round was into Terrazard. Absolutely destroyed them. It was a great game, but the item lock was too big. That person did go on to win the whole cup though. And then round 5 was an ID. Round 6 playing against the other Terrazard in top cut. Game 1 bricked my first 2 turns. Everything got going, but was just too late to get there. And then the second game, I prized 4 energy, opened Dreepy and active, going second. They, on their bench, at the end of their first turn, had Wellspring down, Charmander, Pidgey, Fan Rotom, of course, to pull out their Hoot Hoot, and they had Noctowl in hand. I had no supporter. The only thing I had in my hand was a Buddy Poffin, which I was able to get out another Dreepy. But I was like, if I allow them to, if I don't item lock them, they just Noctowl into the rare candy, charge up the Overpawn, and then they take out both of my Dreepies, and I still have no supporter, so I'm living off a top deck. So I had to attach retreat Neo Upper Energy, which sucked real bad. But it was able to give me some life in the game, but just unfortunately with not enough energy, I just couldn't find energy when I needed it. And went 2 different turns having to pass without energy attachments. I mean, not pass, I itchy pollened, but still. It was not a great time. But it was good. I'm still happy that we got that placement. I do have another challenge, like I said, I'm going to tomorrow. Like I said, hoping for a top 4 placement for my points so I can get Ace Trainer. And then as far as the rest of my week goes, I have a cup I'm playing in next weekend. Then I'm playing in another challenge the following Tuesday. And then after that, it's just the Orlando Regional. Very, very excited for the Orlando Regional, hoping to get my first day 2, to get my first Limitless page. So we'll see what happens. And then this week we also have Perfect Order coming out, so I'm really excited to open up my Perfect Order. I have a booster box on pre-order from Pokemon Center that will be here on Friday. At least that's typically how it goes. And I'm really excited to open that up and see what goes. Also, Houston is going on right now. I believe they're in top 4. So I'm excited to see how everything shakes out on the top 8 placements. I don't know. I just haven't really been following as many just regional stuff lately. I really don't know why. What is this? Hops Rookity. Okay. I'll burn double pad to get out some Dreeps. I do have energy attachment, which is nice. Since I am going first. And our hand, we have a pretty decent hand going into our second, going into turn 2. They did get to see my mulligan, so wow, what a mulligan. 3 counter catchers. That's so funny that all 3 of those. So they do know I'm rocking the rare candy. But I don't think that'll come up that much. Rare, I got the boss. Have you just got killed? What does this do? Public line of heads during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage. That doesn't matter if I evolve it. What? Splashing dodge doesn't matter if I evolve. Look at that. There's a chance, I guess I can still retreat this, so I'm going to evolve the bench no matter what. But like if we hit the rare candy here. No, we do hit the Neo Upper. That's pretty cool. We'll attach that, and we'll Lily. Yeah, that's great. Big fan of that. Big fan of that. Yeah, the Iono. I don't know that the Iono is going to come up. It might. It could. A little reconnaissance. I'd love a Poffin. Another Dreepy's fine. I would have loved a Poffin. I think I need Stadium Bump. I don't know that throwing out the Jamming Tower does anything. Hold up, wait a second. Prevent all damage and effects of attack. Oh, shoot! I misread. I misread this the first time. I thought Splashing Dodge affected me, not them. I misread the card. That's my bad. I was like, it doesn't stop anything because if I Evo out of it. But no, it protects the Phantom. Not the... It's the effect isn't being opposed on the attacking Pokemon, it's being imposed on the defending Pokemon. But so bossing around it does also solve that. This is fine. If we can just find Dragapult here, then we can just probably boss the Lax. Or actually, I don't know. Thoughts. There are thoughts to be had. There are multiple things we could do here. Pult, nice. That's the first one we do here. Oh, also Counter Catcher's online as well. Grab a Luminous. Maybe we draw into Monkey Dory. I didn't even check to see if it's prized or not. No. We will go ahead and attach this for turn. I do hate leaving this guy around, but it's fine. I'll Pokemon do 30 more damage. I think just maybe taking out the Snorlax and this is fine. I think that's fine. Taking out the Snorlax and a Rookie D. I don't know what the Corvus Squire and the blanking on the top Evo. Corvus Squire into... I cannot think of their name. I don't know what their card does. Whenever they pop it out, we'll see it, though. I assume this is just some sort of, like, stall wall deck. I don't know if they ever evolve the Phantom. I'm not super familiar with this version of Hop. I'll be honest. We're just playing to our positioning. If they don't Evo this... Okay, that's great. So we have another... Even if they flip heads. That's fine. We have a boss in hand. Okay, we got the Clops. Let's hold on the Ultra Ball, see what we get off the first recon. Okay, Poffin for sure. And then let me check. No, Monkey is prized. Okay, I was like, if we have Monkey in here... I don't even know that it's worth grabbing Hawlucha. I don't even know if that Hawlucha fixes anything for us. I don't think they do. Could grab another Dreepy. Just have more draw power into the next turn. Candy's also prized, because, I mean, depending on what we get off our prizes here, that'll solve a lot for us. We have Monkey prized, we have Duskull prized. We have a lot of things prized. I think once again we just boss Snorlax, take out the other Rookity. And we can always Ultra Ball for that as well, yeah. Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, I think that's fine. Because this is only if we have 3 or 4 prizes remaining. We'll have 2 prizes remaining, so... The Cramorant really doesn't do anything anymore. Candy and Monkey. Ooh! Ooh! If we don't get... We have game in hand if we don't get hand disrupted. No matter what they do. Because this only protects... During your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage from and effects of attacks done to this Pokemon unit. It doesn't prevent effects attacked or effects to the bench. So we can still Phantom Dive. We can Rare Candy Dusclops, pop Dusclops onto... Actually, Dusclops is game because we pop it here. Whatever they promote will have less than 200 HP. But if for whatever reason they don't, then we can Monkey Dory over some damage and then Phantom Dive for the game. So, yo, is whenever you get the chance and feel like playing something super jank, put an Espeon hand control list. Okay, wait a second. I do love Espeon. I do love Espeon. I'm gonna be so real with you. I have never played a control deck. Okay, they do get the hand disruption, but I mean it's not that bad. We still have a Boston deck and Halucha deck that we could draw into. We still have our Clopses. I'm not, or our Lokes. I'm too upset. I do love Espeon. I might play around with this off stream a little bit. I only would not play around with this on stream because I'm a little embarrassed about how poorly I'll play. Okay, what does this do? If any of your I was trying to read. If any of your Pokemon were knocked out by damage from an attack, this attack does 100 more damage. Oh, okay, so cool. Okay, what just went to the bottom of the deck? Dusclops and Dusknoir. Is it worth shuffling? Because Ultra Ball... No, I don't think so. I think because Halucha is still near the top. 9 cards to the bottom. I think we're fine to just go this way. Go this route. Hey, there's Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball gets it for us? Yeah, Ultra Ball gets it for us. We actually didn't need Dusclops. We actually could have just grabbed Halucha. Halucha actually would have been a better grab. Not because it matters if they take a prize card, but it's faster because we have to... They now get to select a prize card. We should have just grabbed Halucha. That was actually just... It doesn't really matter in actual play. It matters more so the fact that we're playing online. And now we're at the... We have to wait for our opponent to choose a prize card, which the fact that they're waiting so long tells me they probably disconnected. So we gotta wait for it to time out. So we should have just grabbed the Halucha. The Halucha also got us there. I wasn't thinking. But I will definitely look at that list. I do love some Espeon. If I haven't said it before, Espeon is my favorite evolution. I still need to get them in Pokopia. I haven't really done anything concerning the evolutions in Pokopia yet, but I need to do that. I need to get moving on that. Oh, that took so long. Doesn't always work, but when it gets moving, it's fun. I love that. I love a good deck that gives you some funny times, gives you some fun, juicy goodness. I'm going to load it in just to have it. Like I said, I'll definitely save it for something off stream to play around with, but I will load it in. Discard a random card from your opponent's hand. And the Amaze, I remember, yeah, devolve each of your opponent's Pokemon, shuffling the highest stage into the deck, which is crazy. I hope, because I don't think the like regular Eevee box, I don't think it loses a whole lot. I'm trying to think, it's been so long since I've looked at Eevee box. I hope Eevee box still has some life, at some point. I don't think it'll be immediately post-rotation, but I hope it has some life at some point before it leaves. Because I did enjoy playing Eevee Box, but it just was not good enough with everything else that existed. For a minute, it was okay, but yeah. I'm really excited about the Minccino. I don't want to call it a wall deck, because it's still attacking, but it's kind of a wall deck. The fact that, like, whenever it gets attacked, flip coin, and, like, prevent all damage. It's kind of stupid. I don't think that's perfect order, though. I think that is, Ninja Spinner. The deck I'm excited to play around with stupid stuff in perfect order is Decidueye. I'm really excited to play around with that. Alright, this is not a terrible hand. I do hate to sacrifice the energy for their retreat here. But unless we like top deck Latias, that will be the case. Rough open for them. Okay, we do hit an Iona, which we will probably play. Yeah, I mean, we'll definitely play it. What am I talking about? Probably. We'll definitely play it. Definitely want to get a Dust Skull moving, and probably another Dreepy. I don't hate another Dreepy in play here. Especially since there are 3 in deck. Yeah, I don't hate it. Alright, we will attach. We will not retreat until after the Iona, which, I mean, our opponent didn't do too much, but they probably have something in hand. And I don't have anything going into the next turn, so as much as I hate to give it to him there. Could throw that away. I was like, because all the Pults are here, so I think I'm okay sacrificing that to keep the energy attachment. I think they're far enough behind right now that we can do that. Because I believe this is a Frostless deck. I do hate to put something with an ability into play, but yeah, we'll work around it. Oh, are they just going for a Cruel Arrow? That's crazy. Oh, that's wild. Hold up a second. Hold up. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Not haha good funny, but haha oh no funny. Because they can just do it next turn too. That's crazy. That's so wild. Did the deck get shuffled after my last Iona? I don't think it did it? No. I'd like a Lily. Probably just put another Dreepy on bench. Although potentially getting Fez might have been better to leave that open. Yeah, it's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Dargalis, how are you doing, buddy? 7 stream streak. Very cool, very cool. You better be winning. But maybe, hopefully. We'll see. I'd also like to be winning. They're going to Cruel Arrow my poor Dracloak again, though. I'm sure. We're definitely going to counter Catcher here before we do anything else. To at least delay another. Okay, that's actually decent. I will grab that. I will also shuffle the deck. I'll play counter Catcher to bring him full without energy. Lily's Determination for 8 cards. Okay. Fez is pretty good. Okay, not overly fantastic. Definitely does leave some stuff to be wanted. That's fine. Alright, we'll evolve that. We'll grab the Looch. Fetch return there. They're at the tower, because I know they play Bloon. I need to do whatever I can to keep the... I need this thing to stay inactive. They have 4 cards in hand. I need this thing to stay inactive. I need to not be Cruel Arrowed again. Just cheat, keep your ace card in your sleeve and pull it out when you need it. Why didn't I think of that? Boss I'm fine with. I have Latias in play, what? What? Like, literally, bud, Latias is in play. Oh, that's just game as well. That's fun. Let me just, boss Fez. That's so funny. I don't know why they chose to, I mean, I get they were trying to, like, waste an energy attachment, but Fez, Latias was in play, Fez was not stuck anywhere. They should have pulled up the other Drakloak. They should have pulled up the other Drakloak. That would have made better. I still could have gotten there with Neo Upper Energy, but I didn't have Neo Upper Energy. I could have searched. I didn't really search for anything that turn since I just had free retreat, but still, that is very funny that they... I don't know if they just didn't realize that I had Latias in play or what, but hey, it works. It works for me, at least. It works for me. Also, we got woodcutting level 58, so that's pretty exciting. That's pretty exciting. Just out here chopping down some mahogany trees. No big deal. Just chopping down those mahogany trees. What's my next level for a better tree? I get you at level 60. Not a fantastic hand. I don't love it. Might end up holding on to that Ultra Ball and not using it to any... I don't know, we'll see. I would love to top deck like a Buddy Poffin. Or we're going second, so also like a Lily's Determination wouldn't be the end of the world either. Not the end of the world, that would be the better of the world. And it is a mirror match. So I do potentially will be sitting on item lock going into my next turn. So we do need to keep that in mind as well. As far as like, you know, rare candying or ultra balls that we should use items when we can. Okay, there's the Poffin. There's the Poffin. Okay, so I could just ultra ball for Laddie and just put them under item lock. Thing is, I don't know. Thing is, I kind of just want to grab Drakloak and have it in hand because my hand is very dead. I mean, they could Iono us. They could end up Ionoing us, and I think I'd rather get the energy attachment. Yeah. They want Iono us now, but they could Iono us if they saw us grab the Drakloak. It would definitely be a consideration if they had the choice of, like, Iono or Lily. I'm hoping they just don't have anything. I'll feel really... okay, they had Hilda, so they were able to get energy. I was like, I'm hoping they just don't have a way to get out of active, but they do. At the very least, energy retreat. That is mahogany. I'm so excited. That's this year, isn't it? The new, the Hunger Games. I'm really excited about that. Very excited for Hunger Games. The book was really good. I'm blanking on the title of this one, though. This wasn't Songbird. That was the one before. Sunrise on the Reaping. I'm very excited for more of it. Please! Oh, that's a bad top deck! Oh, that's a bad top deck! That's what I was worried about grabbing the laddie. Crisp, and I'm so tired of playing against post-rotation decks. I'm so tired of seeing post-rotation decks. Fantastic turn for them, though. Great stuff getting set up there. Fantastic turn for them, though. Really excited for them. Palpad! Pokepad! Pokepad! I keep calling it Palpad. Pokepad, go! Pokepad, go! Why won't it let me play the Pokepad? Don, how are you doing? Welcome on in. Yeah, it's during the time Hamage once. The book was... I read the book when it came out. It's so good. So very excited for more. Oh, do they just have Pult energy? They do. That sucks. It's not completely Jober for us yet. We'll see if we can top decky. High potential to get into this. We do have Pokepad in hand. We will only have one Pokemon in play though, which kind of sucks. What else could you possibly be? What else could you possibly ask for at this point? I had a great board state. Which one do they kill? Good. That was the weaker of the Dreepies. This one's in a much stronger position. All right, I need to top deck like Fez. I need some. Well, that's not what I needed. Not what I needed. It's Fez though. Ooh. Ooh, wait. Oh, wait. Turo could be so good here. Chat, Turo could be so good here. Oh my. Turo could just turn this game around. Oh my. Dude, Turo is such a big play here. Turo is such a big play here. Oh, wait! I thought I had him for sure. Man, I really thought I had him there. Really thought I had him there. Cupbird, how you doing? Hey there, Rick. Still want to test my deck against Dragapult. Do you do viewer games? Sometimes. Well, what's your deck? You know, like, you don't have to tell me your exact 60, but like, who's your guys? Hobbs Trevenant. You know what? I actually played against one. The first game of tonight. It was my first time seeing it. I did not know what it was. I still don't know what it was because I just don't know if they just didn't get set up or what. All they did was just toss some whatever the Trevenant's attack, not the Trevenant, the base one. All they did was that attack. They never set up the Rookities. I don't know if you play the Rookities. I don't know what the Rookities do. I don't know with the Corvus Knight. I've been blanking so hard this entire night what it evolves into. Rookity into Corvus Knight. No, wait, is it Corvus Squire into Corvus Knight? Corvus Knight is the top one. Yeah. I think we will put the laddie down. Because we are going to Lily, so I think we'll also throw the Jamming Tower into play, because I don't think they are playing anything that we need to worry about pumping later. No. No. Not the Lily. I don't think the counter catcher is going to come up here all that much. We will be under item lock next turn. But I think I'm okay with that. I think I'm okay with going for another Dreepy instead of like putting a Loke in hand. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. So we also have Lily. We can also monkey energy. I think definitely get the monkey into the mix. We monkey, we Luminos, because at the... Oh, they do play Surfing Beach. Okay. Because at the very least, we can move over the 10 damage that they're going to get from the Itchy Pollen. And then knock out their Badoo if we want to, while still keeping them under item lock. I don't know if we want to, though. Lucky Helmet. I've been hearing some people talk about adding the Lucky Helmet to these Frostlass decks. Because that gets them, even when damaged, not even when they're knocked out, just when they're damaged, right? Oh my gosh, I hate when it doesn't let me read cards. Whenever this card is attached to is damaged, even if knocked out, draw 2 cards. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Whoa, but damaged by an opponent's attack. So if I let them stick up 1 more, that actually would not be an attack, but I mean, that will be an attack, so we should just do that anyways. I think we actually healed it here. Yeah, I think we actually healed it here. There, and I think we just take out their Badoo. They get to draw 2 cards. They get to draw 2 more. They get to draw 5 cards. Enjoy your 5 cards. 2 from that, and then 3 from the guy, from the Fez. From the Fezzaroni, Pepperoni. This will be sitting at 3 when it comes back to my turn, so Monkey can get a full 3 push. Honestly, with this current positioning here, if they don't get another thing down, and they can't disrupt the hand, Dragapult's game. Yeah, I was like, so they can't disrupt the hand, we attach Neo Upper, and we move the 30. So that's pretty good. Yeah, I'm down to play. I'm down to play match. I don't know if you've already... I don't think we've played before. Maybe we have. Maybe we haven't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so. There's my username if you're gonna add me, though. If you're on and ready to go, if not, I'll jump into another game and play after that one. I hate how bad this. Okay, there it is. I was like, I hate how bad this game is about actually giving you stuff. You can send the requests. Because I got to drop some logs and start chopping down another mahogany tree. My inventory is full. Just dropping so much money on the ground. So much GP just being dropped. Which game is that you're playing? RuneScape. Old school RuneScape. Just chopping away at some trees outside the farming guild. Gotta get my, working on getting my woodcutting XP up. I'm at level 50. Oh, wait, I think it's off screen. I'm at level 58 woodcutting right now. Got some pretty decent stats going right now, though. Got some training I need to do. I got base 50 on everything but rune crafting. I really need to get rune crafting up, but I just haven't taken the time to go learn the rune crafting minigame yet. I really need to go learn the rune crafting minigame. Am I going first? Yes. Genesect. Bloody Poffin. I don't think we'll be under item lock, so I don't think we really have a threat of that. Yeah. I am okay with that turn. Ooh. they did get the tool. Doesn't do anything because it's just on Homp's Pokemon. It does turn off Nullifier. Or it does turn on Nullifier, rather. So, A-Specs cannot be played from my hand. I do think it's interesting that it does specify from their hand. I don't think there are any A-Spec that wouldn't be played. I think every A-Spec comes from the hand. I don't think there's any interaction that has an A-Spec not coming from hand. Yeah, they don't have a way to get that out of active. The Laddie top deck is clean. The Laddie top deck is clean. Yeah. Would love like a Lily here. No, but that works. It's at least something that progresses my board state. No damage since they are metal and do resist grass, but we still get the item lock going, which means I think the only big thing is no Hop's bag. So it's pretty good. And if they aren't able to find energy for retreating, we're in a pretty good spot. Okay, let me actually read. If any of your Hop's Pokemon was knocked out by damage from an attack during your opponent's last turn, this attack does 100 more damage. It does total 130, but it can be boosted up from the Hop's Choice Band and the Snorlax in the stadium. Corner, during your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon can retreat. Okay, I do like the Iono to at least give us a supporter. I like the Lily better, but the Luminous gets me in the game. I think we got to go Lily. Lily could progress us further, and they clearly are a little locked on their board right now. Well, they did just put Secret Box in their hand. That's too late now. We've made our decision. I think I would rather 8 cards, though. Because at the very least, we just keep the item lock going, and they can't use the Secret Box anyways. Okay, we get the energy. We actually can wipe both of those here. That's actually pretty crazy. We pop the 130 onto the Trevenant, counter catcher up the Phantom dive into that. They do get a 110 punch if they can boss, which they do have Secret Box. They can take out the Loke. So maybe instead we take out the Cramorant. I think I like that better. Cramorant. And this is 140, so does 50 damage? I don't think it really matters. But this we could put into range. What's that? 4? I think 5 does actually put it in range, right? Sorry, I'm doing math. It's real bad. 80, 70. Yeah, I think we do have to do 5. Yeah, we do have to do 5 because 60. Yeah, that's how math works. I don't know why that math was so difficult for me. That was very simple math, and I just could not compute. I could not compute that math. So they are hitting for 40 right now, and they don't require energy for the hit due to the Hop's Band. Hop's Band does require 1 less colorless energy to attack. Do they ever corner? Corner would require too much setup. I feel like Horrifying Revenge is the main attack. I feel like this deck is probably really deep because it's a single prizer that can do a lot. So I feel like it's decent into probably a lot of the meta. Outside of Dragon Ball. Anything that... Oh, actually that... See, we didn't see the Clefairy last time. That's actually really good. Because that does allow you to knock out the Dragapult. That's actually fantastic. We didn't see that last game. the last time I played against that. That is actually really good. Then you discard one of your Pokemon, look at the top 8 cards of your deck, put 3 of them into your hand, shuffle the others back to your deck. That's actually really good, because that's, what, 260? Yeah, 260. That's pretty decent. No, that's even more. Yeah, 260, 290, and this is plus 30 as well, right? Yeah, so that's a knockout. That's cool. That's really cool. Oh no, I was doing the adding after the timesing, because the adding is before the timesing. So yeah, it's what, 130, 160, 190 times 2. Oh, that's so cool. Very, very cool. We will attach that there. Postwig. Does Postwig allow retreat? No, right? Attacks used by house Pokemon is just 30 more. It doesn't allow them to retreat as well. I've bossed before. Okay, that doubly works out. Catcher you. Then Ichipollen. Yeah. I like that a lot. I'm just a big fan of any deck that can utilize the Clefairy to be a... Oh, I did forget about the Jet Energy. We have seen Jet Energy in this before. Any deck that can, like, utilize the Clefairy to, like, boost up their single prizer and that. Because what is the other deck I've seen... I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard some people talking about, like, trying to add, like, the Haunch Crow, Team Rocket's Haunch Crow, like, adding in a one-of Clefairy to, like, fix some math. I'm like, that's pretty cool. I think with just another Night Stretcher, we have this, if my math is mathing correctly. The Pokepad might actually do it for me. No, I need one more piece. I need one more piece. Yeah, I need one more piece. Let's go for another Loke. That no longer gets us there though, due to what we need though. So we do have to go here. I assume they play decent recovery. It's like playing to kill the Clefairy, I feel like doesn't really earn us a whole lot if they still have these two in play. I don't know. There's definitely like some interesting math that could happen. Or I mean, right now I can take 2 prizes here, but then this just knocks us out. I feel like we do have to do this. It's that, pops that. Yeah, that no longer solves that. Yeah, we're whiffed one piece. If we could have just gotten a energy, we could have had it from before we had to IO now. But the Iono made that pretty bad. The Iono made that pretty bad. Or the having to Iono and not hitting it. So the hope here is they just don't have a Gust. They don't have Gust. We're cool. 3 cards in hand, no draw. Draw power on bench. All right. Reconnaissance directive. That doesn't really help me anymore. Kind of needed that last time off the reconnaissance. We have no damage in play anyways. So, I mean, grabbing Monkey doesn't really do anything. There's no damage to work with here. Huh. I don't know what the recovery looks like, or if they even play more than one Clefairy. Because there's definitely a world where... There's a world where we kill the Trevenant. If they didn't put down the other Phantom, it's definitely kill the Trevenant. The fact that they got the other one down... I think instead we have to take out the Clefairy and hope that they just don't have the, recovery for it. I think that's all we got is just hoping that they don't have recovery. Recovery and stadium bump and or slash energy. Yeah, this doesn't mean anything. This is a free retreat. I do like the mist energy on it. The mist energy is very smart. And they do evolve the Trevenant, but it doesn't super matter. Everything, we're just one prize away anyways. They do get the attack here. Do they have the Lily recovery? Because if not, this is only like 120, so okay, we get knocked out this game. GG. That's definitely an interesting one. Very interesting. I really like the Clefairy. The person I played in earlier, like I said, I think they just didn't get enough going. Because I never saw the Clefairy, so I didn't know to, I was not ready for expect that, but the 440 damage, oh, that's so cool. And that's why I didn't expect the Clefairy, so I really didn't even play around the, I didn't even play around the Ace Nullifier, because I was like, I don't really care. I was like, I can knock it out later. Or I was like, I don't need to knock it out right now anyways. I was like, sorry, I already have my energy established. And I was like, there's no way for them to knock it out. And then you hit that, and I was like, oh, shoot, wait, they could knock it out. Yeah, oh, Lucario as well. Yeah, I think that'll be, I just like more single prize decks. I think it's really fun. It really shakes up how people play, because so much, especially right now, and not even just right now, for the last while, so much of the game has been prize mapping. Whoever takes the first 2 prizes basically wins the game. Unless they whiff a prize at some point, because it goes 2, you take 2, I take 2, you take 2, I take 2, and I win the game. Or I whiff it, and then you take 2 and win the game. So I really like single prizers that are able to, like, mix that, flip it around, and make people actually have to work for it and come up with new strategies. I just really like that. Like, I've seen even some people teching in. I haven't looked a lot into post rotation just yet, because I am more so waiting. Especially since I have the Orlando regional come up, I don't want to get too. I don't want to confuse myself in my mind what I'm playing and what I'm not playing, as far as like legality and what to expect from like deck builds. But I have seen some people talking about even like teching in Lilius Clefairy into Lucario, with like, or into Dragapult afterward as like the tech for the mirror, and since it uses Crispin, I'm like, that's crazy. I've been making this deck after rotation as well, since Telepath Energy is very good in this deck. Oh yeah. Man, I'm excited for post rotation. I really am. What a cool Dracloak that I can't use this turn. What a cool Dracloak. What did they just do with their turn? Ultra Balled. Okay. I think I'm okay with that. I think I'm okay with that. Not ecstatic about it by no means, but I'm okay with it. I am on the train of mediocre about it. Unless they bump their own stadium. I'd be a little sad if they bump their own stadium. I don't know what other stadium they would play. I've seen Surfing Beach in the one we played against earlier, but I don't think Surfing Beach is very good in this. I don't think it offers enough to be worthwhile, worth an ad. I think just an Air Balloon is better. Oh, the Lily! I wish I had a Lily last turn. If I had a Lily last turn, I would have done it, but I didn't want to Iona them in case they didn't have it. You know. Wolf, how are you doing? Welcome on in. Hello. The last, not the last. Alright, so they'll start building up damage on their monkey. Pass to me, it's 10. Pass back to them, it's 20. They can push 20 over. I'll have 10 on me here. We'll have 10 there. Oh, the double monkey. Oh, they're in a very, very strong position here. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that. They're in a very comfortable position. Okay, we do get Lily. We'll get down another Dreep. Evolve that. Hit the Lele. Puff. Buddy Puff. Buddy Puff. Just really want a Buddy Puff, you know? Just really want a Buddy Puffin'. Should put down Fez and start letting that bring up some damage. Sounds like a great idea. We're not a terrible spot, assuming they don't have anything huge going on here. Looking for some feedback on a post-roto list. Unfortunately, I have not. We actually talked about that. I have not looked at anything into post rotation yet. My next event I'm playing at is the Orlando Regional in 2 weekends, which is the last pre-rotation event. So I have not really put any. I haven't really even looked at any decks. So I don't know how much help I could be on that front. If they just Itchy Pollen this year, that's actually not a terrible position for us. I'm actually kind of okay with that. Because we do have a Lily in hand. They're gonna have a lot of damage on our Dracolope, though, which I don't love. We will evolve it, so it'll be fine, but still. Oh, man, I don't love that. Man, 60 damage. 70 damage. 250 left. Potentially setting up a Mega Lass. Alright, I need energy, I need Clops. Here's the energy, so that solves that. That solves that. Devar's on first. Well, I don't know, because on one hand I would like to Lucha. I don't really want to put Aladius' prize anyway, so actually my only way out of active is with a Clops. Is a Clops pop. That is actually my only way out of active, is a Clops pop. That's wild, actually. That's wild. A Clops pop is my only way out of active. This turn, at least. Next turn, we could attach Retreat or Turo, or, you know, what have you. Alright, Hilda gets me the Clops. And I think we pop the Clops on the Badoo. So that way, no matter what they pop up, we kill. Yeah. And we both take a prize. They probably... I actually don't know what they push here. They might push a Lash. Wish we had a little bit more going into this turn. I wish we had like a Hawlucha. It'll be at 4. So if I Jet Headbutt for 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and it dies. That goes up to 14. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They have to push 30 off of it or it dies. I think we might actually just do a 30-30 split here. I think that might actually work. I am concerned with Mega Lass. 2, 3, 4. I don't think I care too much about giving them more damage to deal with. I think more damage is okay. They have to get both those in play, and then if they... Another monkey to clear that. And if they don't, this monkey builds up damage. That'll be at 4 and be 6. They're definitely going for a Mega Lass attack here. Almost definitely. Almost definitely. And if they can push 30-30, 4, 7, if they can get another monkey. But if they get another... They actually can't get another monkey in play because they need the energy attachment on the Mega Lass. Yeah. Okay. And it's an Arvin, maybe an Unfair Stamp? No, I think they play Secret Box. No, they wouldn't want an Unfair Stamp. They wouldn't want an Unfair Stamp because they would only be hitting for 100. What am I talking about? Alright, it is Secret Box. So our hand stays the same. Ooh! We could win next turn. Potentially. Depending on our draws, we win. No, because yeah. Depending on our draws, we win. Depending on our draws, we win. If we can just get Dust Noir, we have a 4-prize turn. Or just another, because we have Ultra Ball, so we have a way to search out 1. Dust Noir is in here. 2 Ultra Balls. 2 okay, there, we should be, we get to see so many cards here, especially with Fez. Perfect, that's game. Cool. I'm just showing you all the pieces. Just showing you all the pieces there, friend, if you want to click the concede and save us some time. No? Okay. We will go through with it. We will go through the process. Nice. Fantastic. 4 prizes, please. GG. And we actually went from a pretty rough start. I really do like this Mega Frostlass deck, though. I think it is a really, really, really fun deck. Woodcutting level 59. Let's go, chat. Woodcutting 59. I could see getting woodcutting level 60 before this stream is out. I'm working on base 70 stats right now, and woodcutting is one that's kind of... Woodcutting and runecrafting are ones that have fallen by the wayside. My other actual goal before I go to bed tonight is going to be attempting to get my construction up. I need to see what is my math I need to do to get my construction up. Where's my construction? It's target level 70. How many things do I need to build? I think it's only like a couple thousand. I could definitely do that. I could definitely grind that out. Level 55. Mahogany tables. 676 mahogany tables. I can easily get level 70 construction tonight. That's my secondary goal for the night. Depending on how distracted I end up getting after stream. Alright, almost back up to... Like I said, it's been so long since I've been below 1,500 on... We dropped below 1,500. What deck was it that we were on that we did a lot of losing with? It was Surledge, and... There's something else I was playing, and we, like, lost, like, 5 games in a row, and I was like, this is terrible. Choices. Should I open Hawlucha or open Badoo? Such a big choice to be made there. I don't know that I made the right one. Definitely should have probably went with the Hawlucha open. Ooh, electric. I have not seen Mega Manectric in a minute. Excited to see what they've cooked up. Kicking things off with a Pokegear. Do they play Carmine? Just trying to get something ready for next turn, because they know they'll be under item lock. Double Dreep. Double Dreep and a Dream. Not too much else to further our board positioning here. But, I mean... We had a pretty good setup going into our next turn. They're probably going to play that Lilies. Or Canary. Ooh, that's a really cool art. Thunderwave! You can only use this card if you discard another card from your hand. Search your deck for up to 4 electric Pokemon, reveal them, and put them into your hand and shuffle your deck. That's pretty cool. Discard energies. I don't know that I've ever actually... This is from Ascended Heroes. I've never actually looked at this card. I like all, like, the... different Pokemon in the background. That's fun. There's also a Coke can. Nice. Alright, what'd you grab? Wait, couldn't you grab 4 Pokemon and you only picked 2? Why would you not grab 4 Pokemon? What? Unless it's because... Well, no. Because you're going to play Lily next turn. Is your prizing that bad, or are they all in your hands? Okay, the Manectrics was in hand then. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe their other electric Pokemon or their prized are in hand. That's funny. During your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from basic Pokemon. That's fine. May discard all energy. I was reading that to do 130 more damage, so it's 230. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I don't really think Iono serves us all very much this turn. I mean, I think Hilda gives us more motion. I think Hilda gives us more motion going into our next turn. This has free retreat also, just realized. Are they planning to set up a jolting charge at some point? I don't know. Maybe to set up the hands. Potential to set up the hands. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what they put together this turn. They have a very thin hand. A very thin hand. Okay, so they had the electric in hand already because they didn't grab it off the canary. If you pull an electric Pokemon out here that you could have pulled into... why did you not put that in your hand from canary last turn? Why would you not thin that out so you could potentially draw into board? They do still have a Lily in hand, I'm fairly certain. I'm fairly certain they never played that Lily. Yeah, they never played the Lily. So the Lily is still in hand. But if they're Lilying, they're not bossing. So I'm fine with that. Because I don't think they play anything that snipes the bench. Maybe they play the Zaora? Is it the Zaora that snipes the bench? No, not the Zaora. Who am I thinking of that snipes the bench? But no, it snipes EXs. I don't know who I'm thinking of. That's fine. Flash Ray during your turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon from a basic Pokemon, but again, we're anything but basic. Oh, man. The concede? I haven't even done anything yet! I haven't even done anything yet! What do you mean, concede? I didn't have anything! What do you do? What do you mean? I most likely had like a decent like knockout coming there, but I didn't have anything yet. That's a crazy concede. You didn't even see what I was doing yet. That's wild. That's so funny. That's so funny. Boom, boom, boom. Very funny. Ooh, the monkey open. I'd prefer a monkey open than a blood moon or a fez open. You know? Lucario! They're gonna be shivering in their boots right now seeing a psychic monkey. Because, oh no, 2 times weakness. I might actually just attach the psychic energy here no matter what. If we don't like open Poppin to attach, I might just attach the psychic energy to the monkey. Okay, throwing away a boss. I like that. Pokepad, probably for the Soul Rock. Gravity Mountain, great. Thank you for putting that in play for no reason. Don't know why you thinned that out of your hand. And go ahead and get rid of that. Gonna give them some cards. They did just put the Wally's Compassion in hand, but that doesn't really do anything for them. So I'm sure they are more than fine to trade that off. Should I grab the do, retreat, and just item lock them? I think I should. I think item locking is probably good here, so that way they can't Fighting Gong. Yeah, I think that's probably fine. Hello? Some loud sounds happening outside. Another mountain? Oh, finals is happening right now. It is Absolbox versus Dragapult. That's fun. I think Absolbox is favored in that one. I think. It depends. I mean, they can, as long as they don't ever put enough damage in play for them to like monkey over. But they're poisoning themselves to get their damage going. I think Absolbox is favored in it. Gotta do a lot to get your knockouts going. Could go either way though. I think we promote Dreep. Lay you down. See what you get us. Like we gotta go for an attachment. I'm gonna catch her that up. We'll put the do back on board, just in case. We'll see what the Iono grants us. Hopefully some Lokes. Thank you. Ooh. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. See what the Dracloak is. You up Risen here. We've already thrown away an energy though, so do we really want to throw away another energy, or do we want to just pass? Pass with Loken active. I don't think it's terrible. Although item lock does slow them down quite a bit. I think we item lock them and just slow them down. Yeah. Yeah, I think we just item lock them and slow them down. Keep them from being able to get their Fighting Gongs. Alright, let's see what they have for us. Another Riolu, which is kind of the last thing I wanted to happen. Just hoping they wouldn't be able to bench another one. Brain, 10 damage, probably onto the Luke. Yeah, I just want to keep building up some damage there, which is fine. Okay, a Lily potentially finds them some energy. Hopefully not multiple energy. I don't want them to be able to attach and also Lunar Cycle. Let's go. Very solid. Very solid. Okay, let's start off with some reconnaissance. Yep, that's... Ooh, do I want countercatcher, actually? Actually, I think I need countercatcher here. Because I don't care as much about killing this. I need to kill a Riolu. But I need to kill... I need both of these cards. I think I need countercatcher more, though. Because there's more of a chance we could grab... Yeah, I was like, there's more of a chance we can grab Pokepad or something. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, so that's both Riolus off the field. They go down to 4 prize cards. I'll go down to 4 prize cards. And then I think we just drop all the damage into here, though, so that way they can't do anything, any funny business with killing a Badoo. Yeah. Just dump it all there, so that way they don't have any damage to move over and kill my precious Badoo. Alright, another energy is nice to attach to the Loke. Do get another Riolu into play. I think they typically only play 3 Riolus, though. So they need Night Stretcher here. Night Stretcher is pretty big for them. Crispin! They getting crispy out here. Probably an attachment onto Soul Rock, or maybe putting the Fighting in hand so that way they can Lunar Cycle. Maybe attaching Darkness here, yeah. Potential Lunar Cycle coming through. Try and extend their deck here. Okay, Pokepad gets them... Oh, okay, they do play 4 Riolus. Okay, good for them. I know I've seen some versions of it only playing 3. Doing like a 3-3. They already have Fighting in hand, so that's an additional fighting, so they can attack with a Soul Rock. And I think attacking with a Soul Rock is good here. I think they definitely want to start getting some damage. Even though they have the -30 from the Gravity Mountain, if they can get more damage on here, that means they don't have to use... Well, or do they want to get an attachment on Riolu? I was going to say, if they get the damage here, they don't have to use a Premium Power Pro. But right now, they do need 2 energy attachments. I feel like this is incorrect, they're leaving this act. I feel like they should have ran to a Riolu. Get a Pokepad, another Dreepy. I think just getting another Dreepy in play is important here. I don't think another Dusk really does much for us. I don't want to give them any more prizes. Getting ourselves more draw power going down the line is pretty good, though. Lily is also pretty good for the next turn. Ooh, ooh, oh shoot. That's crazy. I actually just did the math there. That's great. That actually wipes their Riolus again. That's funny. I was like, wait a second, I only need 2 more damage. Bye, Riolus! See you later! No more Riolus! Good stuff. Now they need Night Stretcher or Super Rod. They need to recover Petrol for either Super Rod or Night Stretcher. Probably Night Stretcher. Can't imagine they play Super Rod. Can't imagine Super Rod is that impactful in their deck overall. Night Stretcher definitely is. Get a Riolu back established. I don't have another boss. No, I do have another boss. We used counter catchers before. I do have another boss. I don't have it in hand. But we do have another boss. So that's fine. And this is also why I would like to play... I wish I could fit a 3rd boss more. I'm surprised I didn't wait to see if I had the... Because I didn't have game the next turn. Surprised they didn't wait to see if I had it. I mean, it'd be very difficult for them to get game going. But I'm surprised they didn't wait to see. I don't know what we would cut. I'm interested to see what the list from Houston were, especially the list that's in Top Cut right now. I don't know if there's a way, because it is open deck list. I don't know if there's a way for us to see it, though. Can we see their lists? I don't think so. Pokemon TCG Houston 2026 deck list. Ooh, wow. Why is internet running so slow? I can't remember what the website is that allows you to, like, see up-to-date information that could also contain deck list occasionally. I'm very interested to know how they're playing it, because they are, like I said, are in will at minimum get second place. I'm very curious what they're
So much needed.
I don't know that they're playing Monkey Dory. I want to see if I can, like, Google their name. Maybe they, like, posted it. Miguel. Angel, Marine. Era. Was this person won before? I'm terrible with names. This person has won before. That's cool. I don't know if they have, like, a Twitter. Oh, maybe. I don't know why anyone would post their deck list before going into the top, though. That'd be kind of crazy. But maybe they've posted it from before. No, yeah, they don't have anything there. I don't know. I'm excited to see what they decided to do with the deck. If they're playing any fun and special tech. They do have 10 minutes left in the final, and it is currently 1-1. That's pretty cool. All right, I'll leave this on my other screen so I can see who ends up winning, because I am curious. Sam, welcome on in. How are you doing? We're doing really good. I think we're on, like, a win streak right now. Yeah, we're on a 5-game win streak right now, so games are going pretty good. I got 7th place at the Cup yesterday. I did fairly well at the Cup. And I lost in top 8, which once you go in the top 8, the games become best of 3. In game 1, I bricked my first 2 turns, and they were just able to get set up. And it was a close game, but they were just too far ahead. And then game 2, I prized like 4 of my energies, and just it was bad. It was bad. Allergies have been bad today, but other than that, pretty okay. Nice. I feel like I've seen less pollen out, which is nice. I'm like, hopefully we're starting to get through all that. My allergies haven't been too bad just yet, knock on wood. But no, yesterday I did get a $35 store credit, which is nice because it's the same store I'm going to tomorrow for a challenge. So I might try and pick up the what's it called? The new trainer, like first trainer, one of the 30th things that they've started to release, just because it has like IRs in it that I think are really pretty. It's definitely overcharged, but it's store credit, so it doesn't count. Or if there's like a single card that I want. Thank you, Buddy Poffin. Budgie Poffin. They only have 2 cards in hand. What's the likelihood that of those 2 cards is like a way for them to draw? Probably pretty high. Probably pretty high. Where do we want to Ultra Ball for?
I don't like that because now we're just living off the top deck. Ultra Ball for Dracloak to just extend our next turn. I feel like we have to go for the item lock. I feel like them having the Darmaku down and already like getting attachment going is just too good for them.
I feel like that's just too good. Ah, they do have a Zork. Darn. So they do get to trade and get some drawing going. Bum, bum, bum. Inn's Castle. So that's free retreat for them. For all their Inn's Pokemon. But it's just going to be a pass. Hilda, thank you. Oh, that's actually huge. That's actually so huge. So huge. Can I have another Loke? I'll take another Dreepy, though. Maybe we should have grabbed the IO now for next turn. But I like getting another Dreepy established. Maybe should have split my energy, but it's fine. They have at least one trade, so they still have something to do on their turn. What is this song? I feel like every time I hear this, I'm like, it's so fun. Oh, it's from Celeste. I've never played Celeste. Just to pass back is interesting. Okay, can I get a Lily? A Lily's pretty good. It's from Celeste's Fun. This is the song from the final stretch of the game. This is like such a vibe song. I love this. Ooh, that is a draw right there. That is a fantastic board. I can just find... Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, cause I have that. Yeah. Cool. I am pleased with the events of this turn. I am pleased with the events of this turn. One of the games where you're probably going to die a lot as you figure out how things work. Ooh, I love those kind of games. It's like, what, roguelike? No, is that the right term? Ooh, our opponent might not be here. They might have went inactive, actually. Because they didn't trade last turn, they haven't done anything yet. They may be inactive. I don't know why they wouldn't have traded. But even if the game ends here, I was going to Pokepad for Dust Noir, Rare Candy the Dust Noir, Boss's Order, pop the Dust Noir, Ultra Ball for Dragapult if we couldn't find it off the Lokes, attack with that, take out the Darmaku, or even better, if we could popping this, find Hawlucha, pop the Hawlucha. Yeah, okay, I assume our opponent's inactive. I assume our opponent's inactive. Can I find one of the pieces here? Sure can. But Lily gets us at least a little bit more search for it. Dragapult. Oh, is Hawlucha even in deck? Oh, Hawlucha's not in deck. Never mind. That's why I couldn't find it. Okay, opponent. Oh, opponent conceded. So they were there the whole time. What? They just weren't trading. I'm confused. I'm confused by what my opponent was doing. It's not a roguelike, since if I recall, death puts you at the entrance to Remy Diamond rather than the very start. Oh, okay. I should probably play it at some point. There's a lot of games I should probably play at some point. Too many games that I should probably play at some point, and I just haven't done it. Alright, I think Absolbox is about to win the Masters final here. I don't really see how Dragapult wins here. Dragapult is in such a bad position. Yeah, okay, they just won. Yeah, GG. That's crazy. I was like, I don't really see how Dragapult gets out of this. And they don't. Absolbox is solid. Did we win the coin flip? We did. So I'll say pass so that way we can see what they're doing, and we'll look at what their mulligan is. Oh, they took 2 mulligans. Electric. Is this Dragapult? Or not Dragapult, is this Dragonite? Or is this Manectric? I did mute myself in time. I went back for the sneeze and I'm like, oh man, I really hope I hit the mute button before I went back. I can turn off that stream now. I'm no longer here to watch it. Oh, interesting. Dynamo with Mega Absol. I'm intrigued. Very intrigued. I don't know about good intrigued. But definitely intrigued. Were you at MegaCon again today, Sam, or did it wrap up yesterday? I actually don't know. They're putting a lot of thought to this first turn where they only have 5 cards in their hand and can't play a supporter. Put a lot of thought into it. Wrapped up to say I only went Thursday and Friday. Oh, it started on Thursday? I don't know why I thought it was just a Friday, Saturday, Sunday thing. That's wild. Tis wild. Orlokes, Pult, a Pult hand. I do. Bench the do, attach that. Willy. Pokepad. Definitely gotta get a Pokepad going. Definitely gotta get a guy going. Okay. I need as much search as I can to deal with this Absol. Just hoping they can't get it online this turn. I don't think they can. They need attachment evolve, and they would need one in the discard, and they can't get energy in the discard without like a research or a Carmine. It used to be some years ago they added a shorter day on Thursday. I guess that makes sense. I assume MegaCon is in the same building that I'll be in for the Orlando Regional in 2 weeks. I think it's at the I think it's the only convention center in town. Pokemon Orlando Regional 2026. I think they're both in the Orange County Convention Center. But we'll be in halls WD and WE1, and I don't know what. Is this person also not here? It's wild. I guess I'll go for the attachment. I don't even know if my opponent's here right now. I like the boss. I like the boss in hand a whole lot. Yeah, we'll play the Hilda. We'll play the Hilda. Also like the Lily for next turn as well. But again, my opponent might not even be here. They didn't do anything last turn. I recall they're in the West Concourse this year. It's the Orlando Convention, Orange County, not Orlando Convention, the Orange County Convention Center. I don't know that I have been in the Orange County Convention Center then. Because there was, last year, there was not an Orlando regional for Pokemon, but the year before there had been. But they skipped it last year and did Atlanta instead. Yeah, I assume my opponent is not here. That's upsetting. I was really interested to see what this was. They were at least here at the start to take their mulligans, but I don't know what happened. Unless their hand is just really that dead, and they're just looking at it in sadness. Going, what am I supposed to do with this? Because they attached it energy, like they set up. They played the game for a turn. Yeah, they just left. Okay. Maybe their hand was just that bad. And they were just that sad. Would have enjoyed playing a game, I guess, but you know what? We'll take what we can get, I guess. I think I'm streaming until I level up in RuneScape. Which I'm 7,000 experience away, so I think I'm streaming until I get that experience. But I think that'll take, like, I don't know, 20 minutes. Maybe 30. Am I going second? With this hand with no supporter, I'll open the Dust Skull. My memory, MegaCon has always been in the Orange County Convention Center. As long as going, they usually swap back and forth between the Est and West Consort. Okay, then I've definitely been in the Orange County Convention Center. Because like I said, I've been to 2 MegaCons. I just don't know which one, where they were at them. And this is also back in, like, maybe 2016? It might have been the last MegaCon I went to. And like I said, we were going to go to the one in 2020. I do like these two for next turn, but I feel like this is just too good to hopefully get a pop in. Well, no, but we still get some decent stuff for the next turn. I've been going since 2014. I actually don't know what year I won. Let me see if I can... Maybe I have a photo in my phone. I'm just gonna type in MegaCon and see if anything pops up. No, nothing pops up. You know what? I think I still have my wristband. Maybe. Like a collection of wristbands over here from the things I've gone to. No, I got nothing for MegaCon. No, I didn't do have MegaCon. Saturday, it says on it. It doesn't say a year, it just says Saturday. Oh, wait, MegaCon 18. Okay. Oh, shoot, my turn. It's my turn. I went in 2018 to MegaCon. That was the last MegaCon I went to, 2018. Did they just draw pass? They did. Chat, am I playing against bots right now? What's happening? Why is there no one I'm playing against that's actually participating in the game? Oh, that was That was a whole lot of nothing. Oh, shoot. I just had game there, didn't I? I did just have game there. I threw. Chat, I had game. Right? Because this is on any Evo. No, it's only on stage 2. Never mind. I didn't have game. I was like, wait a second. Is Neo Upper on just Evos? No, it's only stage 2. So never mind. I'm fine. No, I did throw because I had the energy. I did throw because I did have Luminous in hand. I could have attached Luminous, pop 50 there, and then attacked for 70. I had game and I did throw. I had game and I did throw. Damn, I didn't consider that as a win con. That was actually I did not even consider that. And they do play in the Psyduck. Damn. I didn't know what this was, so I didn't know to expect a Psyduck or not. I was like, I could have popped this, and I was like, no wait, fuck, I should have popped that. That's fine. See, it's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. It all works out. It all works out in the end. It all works out in the end. It all works out in the end. Yeah, really, giving me the second one's just kind of rude at that point. Actually, probably should put all 6 on the Psyduck on the off chance that we hit Alucha. Yeah, I should have put all 6. That's fine. Can I take those back? I should have put all 6 on the Psyduck on the off chance that we hit the Halucha. Man, I'm really upset about that one. That's a good learning moment though. Very good learning moment though. And I need more learning moments. That's why, like I said, I've not been playing enough of the game recently. I've been playing too much Pokopia and other games. RuneScape is the other game. Putting this in active is interesting since this is in knockout range. And as long as I don't put damage for them to cycle over with Absol, I think I'm actually in an okay position. I feel like they should have done this with Mega Kangaskhan and not given me another free 2 prizes. Watchtower does nothing to me. In fact, it just turns off your own ability. But they do have to pop it so that way they can turbo energize. Because if not, Jamming Tower to stop it. So I'm actually okay to leave this in play. I mean, they play stadiums to bump it, but I'm okay leaving this in play because they have to find the bump before they can make use of their Kangaskhan next turn. What does Watchtower do? So, colorless Pokemon in play, both yours and your opponent have no abilities. So Mega Kangaskhan's a colorless Pokemon, so it doesn't have this ability anymore. Which does have some really interesting interactions, as it does also make it where, like, Kangaskhan has an ability, so it takes damage from, like, Dreepy, or not Dreepy, from Frostlass, how in between turns with the Frostlass, how Pokemon with abilities take damage. Since this means they have no abilities, this no longer takes that damage tick. So it's a very interesting interaction that it does. See, I mean, we could have found Halucha, and we could have knocked out the Psyduck and popped this in the same turn. That would have been so cool. That would have been so cool, but I missed my opportunity to do that. They could try and clutch trap this. So I think we will actually reattach an energy there, even though the goal is to eventually pop this. I think I will still do that, just in case. And we're just going to reduce their hand size. Other Dreepy Down's fine. Again, I don't want to pop this because I don't want to give them search. We definitely knock this out. Those will be 3 prizes. We go down to 2 prizes left. I think maybe we just put the 3 onto that. What's in our hand? Maybe we just put the 3 here so that way this is our win con as boss. So even if they get energy here to move this 30 damage or 10 damage, they can move up to 30, but there's still 10 that's stuck there. And all I need is boss for game. Yeah, Pokepad Dracloak, so even if they get the Claw of Darkness, I still have a way to search out another look. I have a pretty decent hand for them in Claw of Darkness. There's not really anything that sucks to lose. Now, they could attach and energy switch to clear this 40 damage, but at least it doesn't put them in range for Mega Absol's Terminal Period kill us. I'm feeling very okay with our position right now. They had a really slow start. I think they had multiple turns of draw pass. So, like, honestly, if we weren't in a dominant position here, I'd be kind of upset with myself. Yeah, they had 2 different turns of draw pass. It'd be pretty upsetting if we weren't in the winning position. Right now, they also have no Psyduck, and they have no board space for Psyduck. So we also can pop our Dusclops next turn. So I attached the energy to it because there was a world where they could penny, get 2 spots, play down Yveltal and play down Psyduck and just trap Dusclops in the active. Since I couldn't Curse Blast and I need 2 energy to retreat and I'd already played Turo. So that's why I pre-attached the energy to it just in case. I already had 2 Pults ready, so I was okay attaching. Okay, the Iono does suck here because we had a fantastic hand. We had game in hand pretty much, basically. They did energy switch. They haven't attached yet. That was their attachment. That's an interesting attachment there. Unless they have another energy switch, because they don't have enough damage to Terminal Period. Because Claw of Darkness was absolutely a better play than attaching energy here. So unless you have another energy switch, but even then, why would you even attach this? Attaching this does nothing. Other than clear the 10 damage here, but this is no longer a win con for boss because you played the Lively Stadium. So you definitely should have attached this here. I think that was a misplay. I don't think they meant to do that. Or rather, I think they did mean to do it, but they shouldn't have. Because Terminal Period doesn't do anything. You can't Claw of Darkness without another energy switch, and you're burning energy switch, you didn't even get anything there. Because Terminal Period requires 6 damage counters, exactly 6 damage counters. Hey, there's Woodcutting level 60. Okay, they do have another energy switch. Still, that wasn't... I don't think the 10 damage was worth it. They're probably going to rip the Hilda. This shouldn't even be a decision for them. This should just be a pretty easy decision. What? That's crazy! You're not going to rip the Hilda? And I top deck Iono, that's funny. You're not gonna rip the Hilda? That's wild that they didn't rip the Hilda. The Hilda was absolutely the better rip. Because Hilda, I can get Dust Noir, I can get Dracloaks. But getting it immediately back in hand is very funny. Does Boss get me anything right now? I'm trying to decide. Boss and Ultra Ball gets me something. Hilda... I'm trying to decide if there's really anything I want to do here. I don't think I really want to boss. I want to boss and Hilda is what I want to do. Oh wait, no, I do want boss. But no, never mind. I was like, let me read how much damage they have. I was like, wait, they have 240. I was thinking they had 260 for some reason. I don't know why I thought they had 260. I genuinely have no idea why I thought they had 260. Oh, because they put the Bravery Charm down, and I think for some reason I thought they Bravery Charmed both of them. For some reason I thought they Bravery Charmed both Fez and Latias. That's why I was sitting on that for so long, because I was like, oh, there's no way for me to get the additional 10, because I can't Howlucha as well. But even then, yeah, there would have been no way to... I mean, I guess actually still should have grabbed, no matter what, the boss was still the better play. To just kill like a Monkey Dory, even if they did have it, but yeah, I don't know why I was thinking they had put Bravery Charm on both of them. Yeah, those we had that was pretty nice. Those were some pretty nice wins. I think we were on like now we're on an 8-game streak, but it's not a true 8-game streak because I think like our 4th match and our 6th match were both like opponent went inactive in the first turn. So I don't know that I super count that because of the green text. Probably is what I would thought. I think so. I think I just need to always take a second. And if I was playing in person, obviously that's not going to happen because I'm seeing it on the board in front of me, and it's pretty obvious when there's a bravery charm on something because it's sticking out. So that wouldn't happen in person, but I need to, when I'm playing online, I need to sit here and take a beat and just actually look at the board. Because that keeps me from making stupid mistakes. But I did get level 60 in woodcutting, which was one of my goals for the night. So I'm pretty excited about that. Level 60. Wow, I can chop yew trees now. I don't know where yew trees are. I have to find those, but those will definitely give better... I don't know how much more XP they give. Versus mahogany trees. A mahogany tree, which I was chopping, gives 125 wood cutting experience, whereas a yew tree gives 175. Ooh, nice. That's cool. Great. Fantastic. Gives better XP. So definitely, wood cutting is something I'm just AFKing on now because I want to. I'm working on base 70 stats. I've been doing a mini game for fire making. I'll probably do more of that tonight after stream. And then my other goal tonight is to get my construction XP up to like, I would like to try and get it up to 70 tonight. That would take me probably a couple hours of work. But I might do that. I have nothing going on tonight. And then at some point I do need to sit down and learn the rune crafting mini game. I need to learn Guardians of the Rift so that way I can just level this up. Because evidently it's pretty great to level up. I might sit down and try and learn how to actually do that tonight. I don't know. That is going to do it for me tonight, though. Had some good games. Have a challenge tomorrow. I'll be playing Dragapult at the challenge tomorrow. I'm feeling really good with the deck. Feeling really, really good with it. I'm really enjoying it. Tuesday, I got no stream. I have a team outing. One of my co-workers has got a new job, and they are moving on at the end of this week. So even though we've been working from home for like a month and a half, we're all gonna meet up and go out for a nice fancy dinner to see them off. And then Wednesday Survivor, and I will be back live on Thursday. With currently the plan for Thursday is to continue the Pokemon Hardcore. We'll see what ends up happening between now and then. But that is currently the plan. And then Friday, some more TCG. Playing some more Pult before a cup that I'm playing in on Saturday. I promise it won't be Pult forever. I just really want to lock in and just focus on Pult until the Orlando Regional, and then after that, I'm so excited for post rotation. We're gonna be playing so many different decks, and it's gonna be so much fun. Decidueye, I'm really excited about. More Haunch Crow. Obviously, we'll play the different versions of Dragapult. Play more Lucario, I'm excited about. The Doublade deck, I think, will be a silly one to play. There's a lot of really fun stuff I'm excited to play around after the Orlando Regional. After the Orlando Regional. But you all have a fantastic night. I will see you Thursday, 8 p.m. EST. Bye-bye.